I've just finished stripping out the driver's door. I got all the window out and the door handles and the locking mechanism. So I got it out originally just to do a few little repairs on it and repaint it. But I'm starting to wonder if I might need to get a replacement door. There's quite a bit wrong with it. First off, there's a bit of a crack up here in the top corner. Down bottom, I knew there was rust in here, but I didn't quite think it would be this bad. So we chipped out some bog in here, and it goes right through both layers. So that's sort of the inside layer in there. So someone's repaired it in the past and they put a lot of body filler in it. And you see up here they've even put a bit of a patch in and put this red rust cool primer on it. And they've also put some body filler along here, and it's been quite thick in places. You can see in here it's quite thick. So what I'm going to do is try to chip some more to bog out and see how bad it is and see if it's worth saving. And down here also, it's sort of coming away from, so this is the outer skin and there's a bit of a fold over and it lips over the inner skin, but it's sort of separated in here. I'm not sure what's caused that. You can see there's a bit of a crack in here, and even right through here it's starting to separate out. It's probably, possibly what it is the rust has been pushing on it and separating it. But yeah, I'm going to give it a scrape back and see what's left of it. So as you saw, what I did was I chipped a lot of the bigger bits of bog out, and then I actually made a template, because if I end up fixing this door, I'm probably going to lose these corners, and so I have something to remake these corners with. Otherwise, you know, it's a bit, I have nothing to go off. So I started cutting it out, and you can see in here, I've got this corner up here, and some pretty thick bits of, so there's an inside bit falling out through here, and there's these big thick bits of bog and body filler, which are just making up a large chunk of the door. Like there's a bit, that's steel there, but then just behind that, there's this more body filler. So I've made a bit of a mess of this section, but there's really not too much I can do. Now what I'm going to do now is cut a thin strip along here and try to peel this top layer up without cutting too much into this bottom layer. But I'm imagining it's both going to go anyway, because, you know, when we get down to here, there's just not much here in there really. And you can see this panel that the pot rooted in, which I might either grind or drill the pot rivets out and just see what's left after that. But it's looking like I'm going to see if I can get a replacement door, most likely. So I ended up taking quite a decent bit of it out last night. So I cut some of the outer skin off, cut into these corners. I took this whole sort of, I'm not sure what you call it, bottom sill piece out. So this sort of sat in the bottom of the door like here. This wasn't too rusty itself, but it had body filler all inside it, and it looked nice if I start fresh from here. So what I'm going to try to do first is remake this piece in here, and then it will give me something to work off for the outer skin. So I cut a bit of steel out, folded up, and now I've got a few tacks on place, so I can start working out for the top sheet, make sure it's not going to clash anywhere. So I've got most of the welding done on it now, and I'm going to grind up. What I'm going to do now is put some primer on it, mainly to get most of the inside, get it all treated. But I also want to put some on the outside to see how rough it's looking and see if the shape is getting roughly right. So I've got a back end of the Citroen up in the air. What I'm doing is I've taken the wheels off. I took the brake drums off just so I could inspect how much wear is on the brake pads. These ones probably need a little bit more, but what I'm going to do is, as you can see, I've started water blasting in here in the past, but that was with the wheel on, so I couldn't get too much. So I'm going to water blast it all, and I can try to fix up, treat some of these little rust patches in here, and then I'll paint it. I'll touch up the underseal in patches where it's come off, and put some black in it just to protect it all. But for now, I'm just going to give it a bit of a water blast to tidy everything up. So I've treated the little patches of rust in here with some converter. There's this little few spots where undersealed came out, so I'm going to spray some black in here, and then I'll come back in and put some little bit of underseal on here and put it back together. So as you can see now, I've got the door sitting back on the car. I'm quite happy with how it turned out, considering what it was like. Hopefully you can see from what I filmed was a lot of in here, probably this bottom section along here was all rusty. So I cut out along here and rerouted new steel from here down. And just tried to blend it all in, try to keep the shape the best I could. So I'm pretty happy with how it's worked out. So I've got door handles back in here, but I haven't quite got the glass back in. It's a bit of a mission putting it in. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that and could figure out what was going on. I haven't been filming too much on it lately. Over summer I get quite busy with work, so it's a bit hard filming and working on it at the same time. But you can see under here I've got that bottom tray back on, bumpers all done, all the front ends pretty much back together now. There's still a few small bits I need to do, like I need to put some underseal inside this guard. You would have seen in the footage that I've put underseal in the back quarter panels. I've done that far guard as well, but this, you can see here on the front driver's side, I've put some underseal inside the wheel well up front. But I still got to do the passenger side still, I just haven't got around to doing it yet. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that. I'll try to do more videos when I can, but it's just a case of getting time to do it. But yeah, pretty much I've got the 3 doors to paint and then the roof, and then it's pretty much mostly done. But I might take the roof off just to treat some rust underneath, but I'll see how it goes anyway.